Hi all, in this video we are going to configure a Windows Azure virtual machine to generate full memory dumps. In this demo we are going to use a Windows Server 2016 Generation 2 on a standard D4S v3 VM size. By default, Windows is not configured to collect a full memory dump in case of a crash. If you try to use embedded Windows system tools to change this configuration, the OS may ask you to adjust the current paging file size to a value equal or superior of the machine's memory. After the change you will also need to restart the OS to validate the changes. All these steps may take the machine out of the state you want to investigate. A workaround available on Azure is to run a VM repair command. The command will allow you to set the OS configuration to use a dedicated dump file instead of the system paging file for any type of memory dump. The command will also allow you to set the OS to collect a full memory dump and save the generated file on a different location, in case you don't have much space available on the default drive. To verify that the command worked, you can return to the system properties and check if now it is set to generate a complete memory dump and if the dump file location is the one you specified. You can also check the changes on the Windows registry. Notice that now you have an extra system protected file for the dedicated dump file. The size of this file will depend on the total of memory the machine has. Now let's force a system crash to see it working. Back on the VM view on Azure Portal, click on Serial Console and wait the VM to connect to it. Then click on the small keyboard icon and then send a NMI command to the VM. This is going to cause a crash on the OS and the system will start collecting error info to generate the dump file on the restart. On another browser tab, try to refresh the VM screen on Boot Diagnostic to see the famous blue screen of death. The time on this step will depend on the size of the memory of the machine. The bigger the memory, longer the process. After collecting the data, the system will restart, detect that the last shutdown is not expected and start to generate the memory dump file with the details stored on the dedicated file. When reconnecting into the VM, you should see the dump file on the location you specified before. Installing a tool like win-dumpconfigurator will help you to inspect the dump file. The message, "Full address space is available," means that this is a full memory dump. I hope this is helpful.